Hello, I'm Benson and welcome to my channel where I'm always trying to find you interesting product you can buy online. Today I have a gimbal here from Hohem and this is the iSteady M6 Kit. The latest addition to their lineup, and it has all the function previously available plus the AI camera built into the field light. A bit more of the information later on in the video. I also got here the iSteady XE kit, which is the entry level, which I will review at a later date. So this is the vanilla version of your gimbal, and this is more like the latest professional of the lineup. Now I got this on Amazon for about £180 or $180 in the US. In 2023, I think the gimbal is now extremely affordable. Just a couple of years back, 200 quid will get you something like a basic model. In today's money, you can actually buy the state-of-the-art gimbal. So this one have the iSteady 7.0 anti-shake. They have been doing so many gimbals for the last couple of generations. They kind of like, perfected the balancing of the camera. It can hold up to a smartphone of 400 gram, almost half a kilo. So this one have 360 inception mode. So one of the axle can actually spin all the way around indefinitely. And it has a field light unit where you can take it off, put it on, point it forward and backward. So great for self-portrait or using your back camera. But the function I want to test the most is the AI camera. So the AI camera is now built into the field light unit. So you no longer need to use your phone camera for the face tracking, which is great for people who like to, do a lot of TikTok video, live streaming as such, where they don't want to, where you still want to use your native camera on your phone to do all the filming and let the standalone AI camera do the tracking bit of stabilization. If you look at the packaging, it comes like this, and to be honest with you, it screams every part of luxury to me. There's nothing cheap about this box, and at the back they finally have a great design showcasing all the function available to this particular model. So out of the box you got your carrying case with a nice Hohem logo in the front. Again, the case itself doesn't look cheap as well, so everything looks really well made, almost like a luxury goods. You got like suede inside, smooth, whereas before would be like foam. So here you got your tripod legs, and then you got the gimbal itself. So it's not like overly huge or anything like that. It feels good in the hand. It does have good grip. So far, the only thing I don't like about this gimbal is the smooth grip. I would like to see a bit of rubberized material right here. I do sweat a lot, so this could be quite slippery. So, if I am to use it all the time, I might put some grip tape around it. But overall, I do like the ergonomics of it. It does feel really nice in the hand, even without anything mounted at the moment. On the back here, you got your LCD display, your joystick, a record button, memory button, everything within your thumb, within the thumb's reach. On the left-hand side, you got your control wheel with a button, press button function as well, A and B, which is to record the position. Now don't worry, all these functions I will try it out and show you guys later on in the video. On the right hand side of the grip, you got your power button, you got your USB-C in, you got your quarter-inch thread mount on the side here for any accessories that you want to attach to, and the bottom here has a quarter-inch thread for your treadmill and obviously for your tripod as well. So the tripod legs is plastic, the body is plastic, but the mount, the arms and the rest is metal. And in this box here, you got your charging cable. It comes with obviously your USB-C cable to charge your gimbal, but it also comes with this flexi cable, which is to connect your gimbal DC out to your phone. Unfortunately, they only come with a USB-C, and I am an iPhone user, so I might need to get a little adapter for that purpose. So I'm not sure if I can show you that function in this video. M6 logo on the motor mount. iSteady M6. I really like the design of this. The author is subtle. The inlay of the kind of a rose, dark orange gold color. Yeah, this is the reason why I choose the iSteady M6. This little unit is the actual field light. In the front, you can see that there is a little camera there. And this is what makes it special, because once you mounted your phone, you can have it like that. Clicks in place, it pointing that direction. And if you want to do it the other way, you can also mount it in that direction. And this is the camera which can control the gimbal to track motions that you want. So to set it up like you normally would, you have to balance the phone on here, and you got a little sticker here at the moment to show you which direction you're supposed to mount the phone. But if you take that off, you got a logo Hohem here. As long as the logo is in the right kind of, not upside down, then you'll be okay. The phone grip have a taper kind of a valley to it, so mine doesn't really have a thick phone case and kind of already on the maximum grip capacity. Just make sure that all axle is not tipping. For example, now the phone is tipping this side. All I need to do is slide this arm further out to balance it. It looks like gone out that way too much. Go back a little bit. And then I can use this little lever here to lock it down. Now the phone tends to be tilting down that way, so all I need to do is move this one, move the phone up and down from the grip. So now it's really top heavy. Now it's always want to stay upright, which is fine, but I want it to be perfectly balanced so it has the minimum amount of resistance for the motor mounts for stabilizing the phone. I think that feels okay. That feels all right. And that's how you balance your gimbal. And if you follow the instructions, when you turn it on, then it should face the right way. You got a very nice and bright LED display in the front right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, so let me come closer. Yep, so you got a nice clear display here. Got your battery power. Bluetooth is telling you there's a cross in the front, so it's not connected. But the basic function should work without connection. So this is actually stabilizing the phone right now. I'm using iPhone, so when I scan the QR code, it asks me to download it from App Store, and the app program is called Hohem Joy. There's no button to change from landscape mode to portrait mode. They ask you to do a kind of a funky movement. For example, usually you'll be holding your gimbal like this. And let's say if you want to change it to a portrait mode, they ask you to, like, you know, force it to do a portrait mode and then hold it like a flashlight. So now it's in portrait mode, but that means that you can't hold it upright and do a portrait unless you physically change the orientation of the mount, which you can. But I think that will be something that you might want to do if you do a lot of TikTok video, which is vertical, or else you have to do all the videos holding it like a flashlight forward like that. It does take a bit of taxing on your wrist. Okay, so as soon as I get into the app, it say iSteady M6. So they found it already. Connect, pair it, and that's it. That should be it. And on the LCD display panel, it will show you that the Bluetooth no longer have a cross in the front because it's now connected to my phone. I have to say the app looked pretty sleek. It did go through a bit of a tutorial with me. And basically all the function was laid out on the side here. You got video, photo, panel, battery of the gimbal, battery of the phone on display on the little logo right there. Filter. You can make yourself slimmer, bigger eyes, enable beauty. Everything just looks so much better, right? And then on this side, you got your gimbal function. You can adjust the zoom speed, gesture, follow. Quite a few different things that I want to try out on this one here. And while using the app, you got like this wheel here. You can do a focus. So at the moment, is autofocus, but you can also like manual adjust the focus. So now it's going a bit blur. My video is not a tutorial. I'm just showing you what the camera can and cannot do. So I might not be the best person because I'm not the best teacher out there. I'm sure there is, like, you know, video out there to show you exactly how you should be using it. But there's so many lessons to be learned. For example, let's say for the reason I bought this camera is because of the external AI unit feature right here. You can take it off and on, put it on this way, can turn it around and facing me myself this way. That's fine. And on the side of the AI camera here, you got a button on and off. So I'm going to turn it on. And when I turn it on, you should see a couple of things in the front. For example, there is a red LED on top. Now you can choose the functions on the app itself, but let's say I am filming myself and I want it to follow me around. For example, if I do an OK sign, straight away it jumps to my face. The phone camera is actually facing the other way. It's actually this little camera which is tracking my face. So this is a very good example of why it's so important to have the camera not on the phone itself. If I'm on my own and I'm filming something, I'm moving around, as long as the camera can see me, it will rotate the gimbal to wherever I am going. And to stop the AI camera from working, all you need to do is hold up your hand, the lights turn back to red, and that's it. It's no longer tracking my face. Just now, whenever I'm going, it kind of cut off my head because they don't know where to track. I haven't set it up properly. You can actually do it with the AI camera again. So basically, you do two finger pointing up like a gun. The green light start flashing and you can move around the frame. Let's say I want myself to be dead right center of the frame. So I just move myself to where you want it to be, and then you do the signal again and then you stop. Now I'm always in the middle of the frame, which is pretty handy. Gesture number 3, this is the most important one, which is to tell the phone app to start recording video or photo. Depends on which mode you are on. I don't think there is a gesture to change mode, so you do have to be in the right mode. For example, now it's on photo mode. I want to take a photo of myself, but I want to be able to move the angle. So all you need to do is do a V sign, and it count down from 3 seconds to 2 to 1. Every time I do the V sign, it kind of like, focus on my face, that in the center. So now I can show you a bit of my room right here. So here is my gym equipment. I don't know if you can see it. If I move further down and lower a bit, yeah, so you can see my treadmill, Peloton treadmill, and my Peloton bike. On this side, we have our telly and our floor exercise area with some weights. On here is the junk corner where I keep all my garden tools, my home power battery, solar power battery, and all that over this side here. And behind me right here is where my laser engraver. At the moment, I'm using my oh, lost my face. Let me stand back a little bit. I was too close. Yeah, I don't think it works really well right here because the light is very bright at the back. My face is really dark, I think. So if you see my face a bit better, then it's stabilized. It's going to be crazy. And on the back here is where my bench and where I do all my reviews for you guys. Okay, so here I'm trying to do one without the Beauty app. So let's do that one more time. Let's see if that makes any difference. So now it's face tracking me, but this is using the iPhone built-in camera. So not the app itself, so I can do 4K. I think the Hohem Joy app can only do 1080p. So this is for me to walk around the room. This is now 360 because it's on the stand. The good thing about this kind of a 360 inception camera is that you can just go all the way around and around and around. So just now here, it starts to hunting for my face. It's the same because it's too bright a background on the back and there's not enough light in my face. But without using the app, I think it's a bit more stable. And that's all down to the AI camera. Now, if I ask the camera to stop, and then now it no longer track my face. So I move around, and if I wanted to track my face again, I do the OK sign, and it put me in the middle of the frame again. So this opens a lot of possibility in terms of what you can do with this gimbal on your own. Let's say if I'm showcasing my room here, I can really walk around and articulate, all the things behind me or, around me. Do you find it useful? I personally think I will use this function a lot in the future. So this is a bit of a stabilization test of this M6 kit. So at the moment I got fully locked XL, so it's only pointing forward. So it doesn't matter if I am tilting my arm, moving left and right, rotating like this, it should still always pointing forward. including upside down, twisting my wrist, and all the way back up. Really fluid and dynamic. Okay, let's take this outside and do some walking and running test. And now I'm going to just do a quick pace running. So I have the gimbal set up to trace my face. If I move over here, oops, it's turning to face my face this way. And I move over here, facing me this way. A nifty little device. The light and the AI camera is what set this one apart from all my previous gimbal. So time to test out the field light on the gimbal. At the moment here is quite dark. I've got a little bit of light coming through the window here. As you can see, my face here is really dark. Now on the side where the turning wheel is, that is the actual button to control the field light. I have the AI camera light on top facing me at the moment. If I press and hold the wheel on the side, and the field lights turn on. And you use the wheel up and down to control the amount of light that you need. Let's say, just to even out my light a bit. Okay, so not too much light, so just enough to lit up my face to make it a bit better. Now if I turn it off, then you can see the difference. So this is off. This is on. Like I say, you adjust the power to how you need it. You don't want it to show too much, like a spotlight. And actually having the field lights do help the AI camera to see my face better. I'm not touching the gimbal. The gimbal AI camera is actually following my face. So I think this is a very neat function to be used in, let's say, a club or dark restaurant. If you're doing a vlog, then you need a little bit of light to fill your face so that you don't look like in total darkness. Then I think it works really well. Like I say, I'm not an expert in filmmaking, but I do test out gimbal and use it to how I want to use it. If you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. And I can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadgets. Bye bye.